Good morning. So please do have at least one blanket and a yoga strap or something that you could use like in the same way as a yoga strap, a rope tie, purse strap, an actual tie, some sort, a thin towel. And we're gonna get right into it. Let's get going with the music. 3, 2, 1, and play. And thank you all so much for being here. And for those as well catching the replay, we're going to dive right into our physical bodies. You know, this time of year is really, I've been thinking so much about the trees, right? And really mimicking and mirroring the wisdom of the trees, which is this downward current of energy, right? So the trees right now are bringing all of their focus and love and attention down into the earth and into their roots. And so the earth, for us, our piece of earth is this physical body. So I would love for us to just get real sweet with our bodies today and not fight or resist the need to really rest and nourish our bodies. Okay, so we're going to dip into a little bit more of a yin-like energy with our movement today, and some wonderful breath work to just refresh and rejuvenate the whole body. So let's start laying down. So we're going to lay down. And you're welcome to, of course, set yourself up sweetly here. So if you want a blanket rolled under the knees, it's almost like a Shavasana style to begin. Reclining on the ground. You can have the legs long or the knees bent with the feet mat's width and the knees coming in to kiss. And then before you even get into the position that feels right, maybe you need a little good morning stretch. A little stretch of the whole body, arms by the ears. Yeah, swirling the wrists and the ankles. And begin to drop into your breath right here. Nice deep breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Let's do that a couple more times. In through the nose, out through the mouth, stretching the body. Good. One more round of breath. Awesome. And then find the position that works for you. We're going to begin dropping deep with Brahmari breath. So this will be a very inward experience. We're really opening the inner ear here and the inner eye and diving deep into the physical body and tending to the nervous system, our brain and our spinal column and all the nerve endings and all of the chakras. So take a moment here just to open your ears and listen, and then we'll get into it together. What you will be doing is bringing your thumbs out and then gluing the forefingers of your hands together. And then the thumbs will end up closing off the ears, and the palms with the fingers glued together will just gently go over your eyes, so that you're creating this little seal of the eyes and the ears. And then we will breathe in through the nose and then hum like a bee on the exhale. Okay, so let's all get into it together here. The next time you hear my voice, it will be time to come out of Brahmari breath. So go ahead and begin now. Finish up your last round and then gently release the thumbs from the ears, the palms from the eyes, bringing the arms out to the sides. And feel how your energy has shifted with just a few minutes of Pramari breath. Begin to listen a little bit more deeply and intimately to the sound of your breath here. And know that whenever you need a few moments of rest and hibernation, you can always drop into some Pramari. Let's hug our knees in towards the chest here and rock side to side, just curling up into a little ball. Massaging the low back in the earth. Massaging all the way up even into the shoulder blades. Good. You can either stay right here if this is feeling like the most marvelous thing ever, or transition into happy baby. Bringing the soles of the feet to face up towards the sky with the knees bent. Yeah, and then you can continue to rock a little bit side to side. Maybe lengthen your left leg out to the left and then your right leg out to the right. Just opening through the backs of the legs, sciatic nerve, inner thighs. Creating some space in your roots. And then wherever you are, if possible, lengthening out your legs and bringing your legs a little bit closer together. So it's almost like a life nerve stretch here, like a little forward fold. If you can reach your toes, you can wrap your peace fingers around the big toes, pressing the thumb into the big toenail. Or if that's not possible, just bring your hands to cradle behind your legs anywhere that feels right. Anchor the tailbone down, draw the navel and the front ribs down into the spine, soften the shoulders. And we're gonna breathe in deep all the way. Breathe out all the way. And then we'll breathe in 3/4 of the way. And if it feels right for you in this moment, breath of fire, pumping the breath from the belly, letting it be a slow and steady breath of fire, or slow deep breathing. Listen to the sound of your breath. Feel the belly pumping for you, moving fresh vitality from the navel center out into your whole body, into all of your organs, your cells, your bones. Chin draws in towards the chest, back of the neck long. Keep going. Inhale deep and hold the breath in. Gentle squeeze of the sit bones. Hold the posture. Exhale through an O-shaped mouth powerfully. 2 more times. Inhale deep through the nose and hold. Squeezing from the base of the spine, drawing the chin back in towards the chest. Exhale. One more big breath in. And a big breath out. Bend the knees, hug the knees in towards the chest. And now let's begin to rock and roll forward and back, unless rolling over to one side is a better option for you. Inhale as you rock the feet back. Exhale, rock and roll forward. Staying nice and rounded through the spine, belly hugging in. Enjoying this rock and roll. Massaging each notch of your vertebra in the earth. And whenever you're ready, make your way up to seat. You're welcome to sit up on something. And let's rub the palms together in front of the heart. Closing the eyes. Find your sit bones in your cushion or the earth. And then sit up nice and tall at center. Pressing the palms actively and lovingly into one another. Really feel the palms pressing. Tapping into that sense of touch. Rolling the shoulders down the back. And we're going to tune in here. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. To the north, to the east, to the south, and to the west. All around us. From deep within us. This mantra of wisdom, body wisdom, and tuning into this body wisdom. And take a deep breath in to begin. To the north. Om Namo. Sip it in through the O-shaped mouth. Guru Dev Namo. To the east. Om Namo. Guru Dev Namo. To the south. Om Namo. Guru Dev Namo. To the west. Om Namo. Guru Dev Namo. Take a deep breath in and hold it. Squeezing from the base of the spine, draw the inward gaze up towards the third eye. Shoulders soften down. Front ribs draw in. Take in another sip of air through the O-shaped mouth. Feeding your cells, your organs, your fascia, your muscles. And exhale, release. Welcome to Keep the Eyes Closed and Stay Inward. We're going to sweep the arms up into a V. Curl the forefingers into the pads of the palm. Keep your thumbs out and turn those thumbs up towards the sky. So we're plugging the thumbs into the ether, and at the same time, plug your sit bones into the earth, drawing the front body back in towards the back body. We'll take a breath in all the way, a breath out all the way. Take a breath in 3/4 of the way and begin breath of fire, or continue with slow, deep breathing. Listening to your breath, perhaps even hearing internally with each vibration of an exhale, sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, na, ma. Radiating pure, truthful, loving energy from your navel center out into your body, into all of the extremities, into the deep crevices. Keep it going. Keep breathing. Inhale deep and hold the breath in. Bring your thumb tips to touch overhead, forefingers up towards the sky. Take in an extra sip. Feeling yourself here as a clear, loving, and open channel between earth and sky, sky and earth. Exhale deep and sweep the arms out and down. Taking a moment here to bless this physical body of yours, to bless your breath. Amazing. Go ahead and bring the feet in front of you, the palms behind you. The fingers can turn out. We'll inhale to lift our hips and our belly up into crab, and then move it around in any intuitive way that feels good in your crab this morning. So you can rock forward and back, maybe make some circles, dip the hips down lower and then up. Maybe release that head if it's okay with your neck. Articulate through the feet. And then gently make your way to center. Inhaling nice and deep through the nose. Exhale, stick your tongue out, lion's breath. Again, deep breath in. Lion's breath out. One more here, big breath in. And clear. Go ahead and drop the chin in towards the chest. Look forward towards your knees. Dip your hips down just a little bit and swing your hips pretty dramatically over to the left and allow the right side of your hip to release down to the earth. Your legs are staggered. And we'll circle the left arm all the way around. And then either bring the palms to plant behind us, finding a little ringing out through the spine, or maybe the forearms can come down to the earth here. You can catch a prayer with the hands. Drawing the shoulders back away from the ears, releasing the head so that we get that stretch through the back of the neck. Breathing deep. Unlocking the jaw, the muscles of the forehead. Take one more big breath in here. You're welcome to sigh it out. Gently lift yourself back up. Swirl yourself around, back into crab, lifting up high through the hips and the heart. Lion's breath it out. And then chin comes in, look forward, little dip of the hips, and then swing them on over to the right as you release your left hip and left thigh down. Turn yourself all the way around. Palms or forearms to the back of the mat. Slide the shoulders back. Release the head and breathe. Take one more big breath in. You can breathe it out through the mouth. And gently coming back onto your palms if you're not there already. Pressing yourself up. Turning yourself all the way back around. One more crab. Lift it up. Breathe in. Lion's breath. And then release your sit bones to the earth. Stretch your legs long. You can give them a little shake. And then begin to tap your fingertips at your heart. So we're going to begin this tapping ritual with our whole body, and we're originating at the heart, which is the very first organ to develop when we are babies in the womb. So sending some love, some fairy dust here into the heart. And then begin to come up here, lightly tapping on the throat and on the neck, all the way to the back of the neck. And then tap the back of the head, all the way up to the crown, making little circles at the crown of the head. Closing your eyes here, breathing deep. Come down to the forehead, come to the third eye, tap, tap, tap. All the way across the forehead to the temples, tap the temples. Come down to the cheeks, tap the cheeks. Good, the nose. tap the space between the nose and the upper lip. Tap the chin. Lightly come down the front of the throat again. Tap the heart. Take your right hand and tap your left shoulder. Get behind into the shoulder blade, giving yourself a pat on the back. And then all the way down the shoulder, down the arm. Make sure you get all the way around the arm. And then back up, and then other side, left hand to your right shoulder. Get that shoulder blade. And then all the way down the arm and around. Clap your hands in front of your heart. And then tap your side ribs. And then get as much of your back as possible. Tapping the back. You might start to get more of the palm of the hand involved as we move further down the body. Tapping your low back. Tapping your outer hip, glutes. Lightly tapping the rib cage, the solar plexus, and then down to the low belly. And then tap your thighs. Might be more the palm of the hand here. All the way around the legs, the back of the legs. Bend the knees if you need to get all the way down to your feet. Tapping your feet. Make sure you get the bottom of the feet, the inner leg line. Amazing. Lengthen those legs. sticky points in the shoulders and the hips. And when we tune into our bodies and when we listen deeply to them, they have so much wisdom to share, right? They can really teach us and show us where our work is. And go ahead and reverse, circle to the right. Sending the breath all the way down to the bottom of the lungs. Deep breathing. Sit your hips back through center. This will be the exhale. Inhale, come forward into cobra. Your elbows can be bent as much as you need, squeezing the sit bones, drawing the shoulders back. And then exhale, press lovingly into the earth, child's pose. And we're gonna keep that going like a wave. Inhale. Cobra, stretching the hip flexors, the thighs, the heart. Exhale, child's pose. One more round here, coming forward on the inhale. And then as you exhale, sit back, child's pose, pause. Breathing into the back body. And then you'll slowly roll yourself up to sitting on your shins. Grab that strap. And then you might even want a blanket between your heels and your sit bones. Just makes things way more luxurious. So go ahead and take that strap. We're gonna floss our shoulders. We're gonna get into those deep nooks and crannies in the heart space. So if your strap does have a metal end, just make sure you grab that with one hand. Bringing your arms into a V, just like we did breath of fire. Inhale as you come up with the strap overhead. Exhale, it reaches behind you and down, widening the hands as much as you need. Inhaling back up, exhale forward and down. And now you can add a spinal flex here if you wish. Inhaling, drawing the heart forward as the arms come back, and then exhale as the arms come forward, rounding the spine. Squeezing the sit bones. Again, moving slowly. There's no need to go 100 miles per hour, especially in this posture. We don't want to throw our back out of whack. Maybe you bring the hands closer together if you need more of a challenge. Keep the breath flowing really deep here. Let's take it one more full round with our flossing. And then bring your spine up to neutral. Shorten the distance between the hands so that it's more of a shoulders width. Bring the strap overhead. pull the strap taut, draw the navel and the front ribs in, squeeze the sit bones, and let's begin to circle the arms around. And as we circle the arms, we're churning through the navel at the same time, like a divine grind. And then go ahead and pause wherever you are, reverse the direction of the circles. Whew, and then release the strap down. All right. Let's come into a downward dog for a moment. Bringing the palms in front, tucking the toes, hips up and back. Pedaling out through the feet. And then widen your feet out beyond the mat so that they come more into a wide straddle fold. Walk your hands back towards your feet and your legs. You might tent the fingers here and find a little half lift through your spine. You can always have your hands on blocks as well. We're going to turn the toes out about 45 degrees. And as we bend the right knee, we'll shift the hips over to the right and maybe even lift the left toes up towards the skies. Got a little skandasana. And then switch, tilt the weight over into the left side, turning the right toes to the sky, or you can keep that foot planted. And keep going side to side. There might be some friendly unlocking here through the Achilles, the ankle. Take it one more time each side. And then bring yourself to center. Forward fold. You can grab opposite elbows. Maybe a flutter of the lips. And then walk your hands forward again. Your feet hips width. Lowering the knees down, child's pose. And slowly roll yourself up. And let's find a comfy seat. Get a little breath work, a little bit more breath work going here. That feels very much like a self-blessing. So we're gonna glue the 5 fingers together of each hand. And we'll be bending the elbows by the sides with the palms face up. The elbows will swing back a little bit. And it's going to be like we're scooping water here. And we're going to be bringing it over the crown of the head. So it's like we're washing ourselves with this most magnetic, loving, magical water, fairy water. We'll be breathing through an O-shaped mouth, okay? So inhaling here, exhaling as the palms go overhead. keep going slow and deep. Each sweep of the hands overhead, a magical blessing, a gratitude to yourself, to your body, to your breath, to this animate existence that we get to be part of. Inhale the elbows back, arms by the sides. Gathering in that magical energy, that water. Powerful exhale to sweep that water over your head. And then bring your hands directly on top of your heart. Feel the beating of your heart. Source spirit within you. And repeat either internally or out loud. All that I am is magical. All that I see, hear, and feel is magical. All the world is magical. All that I am is magical. All that I see, hear, and feel is magical. All the world is magical. All that I am is magical. All that I see, hear, and feel is magical. All the world is magical. All that I am is magical. All that I see, hear, and feel is magical. All the world is magical. All that I am is magical. All that I see, hear, and feel is magical. All the world is magical. All that I am is magical. All that I see, hear, and feel is magical. All the world is magical. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out. And let's come on down for Shavasana, laying down on the back, setting yourself up any way that you need. Maybe a rolled blanket under the knees or a blanket of support under the shoulder blades or under the head and the neck. Maybe a blanket over your whole body. And give yourself the time and the space here for stillness. To integrate all of the magic of your practice. This ancient science and medicine of using our bodies, using our breath to increase vitality, to clarify our brains and our bodies so that we can hear, feel, see the sacred, the magic. Gently beginning to deepen your breath. Unless you are feeling the call to stay in the Shavasana longer, which I highly encourage, but if it is time to move on, finding some gentle movement through the fingers and the toes. Maybe another full body good morning stretch, just like we began, arms by the ears, swirling the wrists and the ankles. And hug the right knee into the chest, give it a squeeze. And take the right knee over to the left side for a spinal twist, allowing the right shoulder blade and the right arm to release. Inhale deep here. And exhale, bring yourself back to center. Right leg goes long, left knee hugs in. And take it into your twist. Left knee over to the right. Left arm expands, inhaling deep. And exhale as you come back to center. Hugging both knees in and then rubbing simultaneously the soles of the feet together and the palms of the hands together. Good, and then hug the knees back into the chest, rolling over to one side, whichever side you're drawn to. Gently pressing yourself up to a seat. Bringing the palms right on top of the heart. Thanking this body, thanking this breath. We'll close our time with one long sat and a short nam. Inhale deep. Sat nam. You're welcome to give yourself a hug and a bow. Thank you all so much for being here. If you're digging this vibe, this yin and breathwork vibe, this Wednesday, the 20th at 5:30, I believe it is, Pacific time, I'm hosting a Breathe and Restore, which will be breathwork and yin and restorative, beautiful mashup practice. So maybe I'll see you there.